Hello everyone and welcome to the channel of Dave the Horse 123. In today's video I have some doubles gameplay along with my friend Ben, aka TheZukuto. And we were going against some pretty good guys, and I noticed that they were using thorn, so I'm like, okay, well I guess I'll grab my thorn just in case this gets out of hand. So I kinda had a good game here. Ben had a really good game. And I was like, oh my gosh, here we go with the thorn. So, I checked the other guy, see if he was using it. Of course he was. And that was just kind of annoying. And Ben's like, oh my gosh. So, we just kind of decided, well, we're just going to have to outplay him. Because, you know. And it's not like thorn is overpowered anymore. It's just annoying because we've died by it so many times. But anyway, we, push up here, I throw smoke, Ben's able to gun him down, actually grenade him down, and then I notice that he's behind us, so I pull out my fusion rifle, and look at that grenade radius. With those, I believe nothing manacles is the exotic, but just amazing. On this play I'm able to easily gun this guy down. Notice there's a sniper, so I drop down out of his sights. Ben gets a grenade on him, and he puts some shots into him as well as me. I really like fusion rifles now. Look at that right there. I mean, it's longer than shotgun, but shorter than sniper, and that's exactly the range that fusion rifles should work on. Here, I'm just pushing up with Ben. I throw a grenade because I know the guy's back there. I throw that, and he somehow sticks me as I'm jumping up. Oh well, though. Now, Ben's play here is just amazing. I call out that he's up there, so he backs away because he didn't know until last second. He's getting revive, I tell him, so he drops a Nova, grabs my revive, and then is able to trade with him. I'd say he did a really good job there, and I bowed to him because of it. Here, I knew that he was coming up, so I threw a grenade, put that down. Scatter grenades are OP when using mathematicals, so, well, not overpowered, but pretty good when using mathematicals, so I shade step out of there, and then just ran away. Here I know that I'm alone, and there's two of them, so I throw down the grenade. I know I have my super, so I push in aggressive, know he's in the corner. It's kind of a lucky shot, and then this is the worst thing I've ever seen. Look at this. I missed two shadow shots when he's right in front of my face. He easily gets the revive, and now they got the relic as well, because I can't figure my life out. Anyway, here was to end off the game. I threw a grenade in there, and then just followed up the kill that I got with an auto rifle, and it was a really good game. I had fun with it. So with the next one, we were on Rusted Lands, and I was like, hey Ben, what if we pull out that you-know-what? And here you can see me using it. I'm not terribly good at it. Some of these first couple snipes with it are kind of lucky, honestly. I think that Ben is a lot better at using it. Here I noticed that the guy's in the window, so I threw a grenade to section him off from that window, and then I know he's either running down the stairs or running over there, so I'm easily able to pick him off. Now here's a bad play by my part. I'm watching Ben get hurt, watching him die, and I don't even help him. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like sitting in this window, so they're able to easily get points. Now I'm pinched because I decided to wait so long. I get a really lucky snipe. That's stupid. And then I was like, hey Ben, where is he? And then he called up, and then I was able to snipe him. But I shouldn't have put myself in that position, or Ben, giving them the points. And eventually they start to make a comeback. Again, these are just honestly very lucky for what I actually am able to do. Here I like this play. I barely missed that shot right there, but the next shot, I don't know, it was close as well. But here I'm pushing up, I'm using this, and Ben throws that OP scatter grenade again and takes him out. I notice that there's a guy here, so I want to challenge, but now I notice he's using a sniper, so I'm going to just stay behind this pillar, wait for Ben to flank in, and then hopefully he's able to take him out, which he does. And I push up with Ben, and then we move on. Here I notice that Ben gets one person down, so I begin to push up. I notice that he's hard scoping, so I jump over, put a shadow shot so it deters him from going through that little doorway, and then I'm able to take it away. On this play, this guy's running up, not very hard snipe there, just pulling the trigger, and then I was able to body shot him and prime him for Ben to finish off. Now you'll notice that there's 30 seconds remaining. The score is, we need one more kill to tie it. I get this guy weak, so I decide, hey, I'm gonna push this guy, and he runs back to his teammate, which is a very smart play by him. I missed 2 snipes in the air, and now the Warlock's coming, and he still has his Nova Bomb because I killed him from before. Now we're down 2 kills. Ben is pushing up from the side. He asks if they're both together. I say yes. He drops down the Nova, but the game is already over. Unfortunately, that's just how it went. I shouldn't have pushed up so far. That is kind of my bad, but we lost by only a little bit. This next game, we were on Shores of Time, and we pulled out No Land Beyond. Boom! Easy, easy kills. I like No Land Beyond, and today it was working, but some days No Land Beyond just decides, I don't really want to work for you. So, you'll see how, you know, it just seemed to be working, and for Ben, it wasn't. It was just one of those days. It just wasn't very good. I like this play a lot. I jump up out of the guy's sight, throw my smoke, and then come around because I know he's either challenging or he's run away. And I'm like, where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay. So I'm easily able to take him out. And then I notice this guy's there, and I think I hit that shot, or I thought, and I obviously didn't. Now Ben's having this really weird duel. He goes past the trip mine, gets my revive, and then he's able to grenade him down, which I thought was amazing. And then I got that snipe just because he didn't snipe me back. Here, I shadow shot, and I was like, hey Ben, oh crap. So I kind of fell off the edge because the shadow shot just took me flying. But Ben was able to easily clean up the next guy because he was tethered. I believe he was still tethered, but I'm not sure. And then he's able to grab my revive, and that's that. So on this one, Ben says he snipes him from a stupid angle, so I get revive, I get out of there, and I notice the guy's here, so I start putting shots into him. Only the last 2 register, and then somehow I get that kill even though I'm dead, so that was great. But I noticed that there's a guy, and he throws down his grenade thing, right? So I jump up. I shouldn't have jumped up there. I should have challenged, gone through the grenade. Yes, I know. And then I called Ben bad, even though that was mostly my bad. Here, I was just feeling good with Shadow Shot. I don't know. Just simple stuff. He was up by the heavy, but no one pulled heavy this game and last, and we just waved it off. I was really glad that they respected that. And I feel like it was really good to play against these guys. They were really tough, but at the same time, it was a fun game. It was fun because they weren't both using Last Word and Thorn the whole time, and just using the OP stuff. So here I missed my shot, so I'm like, okay, I know that the guy's going to want to come back out. He barely misses his shot, which I'm very, very fortunate about. And then I notice that this guy's pushing up with Ben, so I drop a nade. He gets Ben, unfortunately. But we are winning by a definite amount. And then here, he shadow shots, and I don't know really how that happened. And I'm like, oh boy, is he going to come back? Nope, he's over Nova bombing Ben or something. So, that was a fun game. I really liked that one.
Alpha team.
And then for this next one, we messaged the other team because they've been staying with us, and we said, how about no HUD? And we said, use whatever weapon you want. So, I used this really, really good auto rifle. I'm loving it. It is red something. You guys probably know what it's called. With perfect balance. I want to say brace frame. No, it's whatever other stability one. I forget. And I believe third eye or something. Here I trade with Last Word. I was kind of upset that he brought out Last Word for not being able to see us, because I feel like he has an advantage, because usually when you have no HUD, it gets into closer ranges. But then look at how Ben just ran out there. And I was like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? So I start getting shot from behind with Last Word. I'm like freaking out. And I know he's primed. And I expect that guy to be there, so that's why I suck and threw that grenade towards him. And then I know he's either going to come out there or he's going to try and challenge me here because of his playstyle. He stayed. Somehow that blast didn't kill him. I'm kind of upset about that. And then this guy's got Last Word. It's kind of sad to play against. I mean, I still think it's a little bit overpowered. I think the range on it should go down a little bit just because I compare it with a sidearm. But we'll see what Bungie does. It's probably fine. But here he was reloading it, and then I was able to easily clean him up. I bowed to him because last word killed it. That was pretty awesome. Ben pops a super here, so I'm like, oh, okay, well, I better go in there. So I do, and I had to drop so many shots into this guy. And then Ben gets outgunned by the last word again, and he calls out that he's going through mid, so I push up, and then I get his res, use his body as shield, and then shadow shot him. I know I have my super because the other guy just used my super. So that game we lost just barely, but this game, I don't use universal remote the entire time, but I do use it a little bit. I think I just use it there, actually. I get like 1 kill with it, and I'm like, screw it, there's no point. I call out that this guy's up top, and then Ben lands a very, very sexy snipe, and I really like seeing that. So then I switch to Mida. Now, I kind of get pinched here, and I'm kind of like, oh, jeez. And right here, I'm like, alright, fusion rifle. What? You know? I mean, that little slither of health shouldn't happen, and I think fusion rifle should get a buff to where it requires 1 less of the burst to kill the person. I shouldn't leave someone with that much health when I'm using a fusion rifle, unless they have like max armor or something, which this guy was not. So it's unfortunate, but I noticed that this guy's AFK, so I'm like, hey Ben, don't kill him, don't kill him. So I run off, I'm like, hey, go get special, and then Ben snipes him, I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, but he's AFK. And I was like, yeah, that's the point of not sniping him. And then he's like, but it was a no-scope. And I'm like, oh, okay, if it's a no-scope, then it's fine. I noticed that there's a guy over here, so he threw a grenade, and it did a lot of damage, and then last word did quite a lot of damage as well, but not enough to kill me, and I was able to outgun him. Now look at how close this game was. We would have lost if we would have kept playing against this guy. He was 2v1ing us really, really hard. I mean, again, he was using last word, but he was definitely doing a very good job. Anyway, I hope you liked the gameplay, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.